Hello everyone, Sidanet here with another update from the Avalanche ecosystem. Today another very special video because I have Patrick and Etienne from Weble. You may know them from the Weble Ecosystem Token. Recently launched on Avalanche. I think very interesting. I've had the opportunity to talk to them yesterday. So definitely also excited for them to have the opportunity to introduce themselves to you. And let's get straight into it. Tell us a little something about yourselves.
Okay, so my name is Etienne. So I'm a software engineer, like Patrick, and I finished my school at EPFL. So I have a master degree in the computer science, and then I did 1 year in Honeywell for software testing. And then I joined Patrick, who created the Weble company, and since 6 or 7 years I work for Weble. So I'm more specialized in the engine of the project on all the communication protocol like BACnet, KNX, MBus, MQTT, and the IoT platforms like Microsoft, Azure, or Amazon IoT, and these kinds of development.
A real expert then, right? If you've been in the industry for quite a long while, quite a couple of years.
Sure. And Patrick, maybe you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Patrick. So I founded Weble 8 years ago. I'm a developer and I take care of front end of our solution. And I'm managing all services about remote access. So that's it.
Yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about Weble then, as a company. What do you do?
Okay. So we're 6 employees. So we also have a technician who goes on site to do the installation of our projects and also to manage the maintenance of the building we are managing. And we also have a web designer to do all the artist stuff and the documents for the website and things like this, for the marketing too. And then we have an accountant, which is responsible for the administration and accounting. And sometimes for specific jobs, we have to hire external people to work on the big projects. So for the team, that's it. Mm-hmm. And maybe I can share my screen.
Yeah, absolutely.
To present the company.
Yeah, sounds good.
So this is our company website. So as I said, we do building automation mainly, and we have these hardware products we are selling. So the hardware, we buy it from East Europe. And us, we are mainly doing the software inside. So inside the industrial case, there is a Raspberry Pi or small embedded computers, which anybody knows, I think. Mm-hmm. And they are quite fast for the application. They are very useful and fast computers for building automation. And our goal is to make is to facilitate the communication in the building between different protocols. So it's the main use of our product. So we are compatible with a lot of different protocols like KNX, Modbus, BACnet, MQTT, OPC. So there is a lot of different protocols in the building. And oftentimes it's important to be able to centralize all the data and to be able to, for example, make an application to manage the building where all the data is centralized. And recently, we also added all the IoT drivers for Google Cloud, Amazon, Microsoft Azure. So we have quite a few projects also about smart cities and the use of these big company clouds.
So this is the CEO, the administrative center in Lausanne. So we make all the supervision of the building. We are controlling light, blind, and stuff like that, the temperature of each room. So we can see the current state of the building, the outside temperature. And it's, I don't know if, Etienne, maybe you will better explain than me, the certification of the building.
So it's one of the most green building in the world because it received all the certification, the LEED certificate, for the most ecological building in the world, at least 1 year ago when it was finished. So it was a very challenging project, and all the interface you see here, it was done by us. And in the building, there is about 20 of our devices which are managing all the blinds and lights. And we have all the status of the lights here. So here you see there is a head point.
Yes,
lighting.
this is a specific light, and there is an error. So we are able to get the error, which kind of error there is. So it looks like there is a lamp error. So I mean, I think it's there is no light here. So with that kind of information, they can manage the building and solve any problem that appears in the building.
Yeah. Yeah. So it seems like a signal, right? And then the engineer or technician knows.
So maybe Patrick, you want to show the front of the building?
Yes, for the blinds. It's a little bit slow because I'm using a VPN to access to the top. So this is the building. Maybe you already saw him because it's very
It's a beautiful building.
Yes, I will show you. This is this building here.
Yeah.
So we were a lot of on this project, and the CEO decided to work with us because of how many things we can do with our product, how many protocols we can with them we can communicate, and Etienne will show I think a little bit.
All the management of the lights and blinds were not possible with most of the projects on the market because they couldn't allow all the features that were needed for the certification. So that's why they choose our product.
They don't combine all the protocols. So
yes, they didn't combine all the protocols, or they were limited in the programmation of the different requirements.
So yes, here in this project we are managing light depending on temperature of the area, of the sun. What is the temperature, the external temperature, the inside temperature, and with all those information, we are setting the light here 50%, but everything is automatic. It's automatically done. So each blue point means that there is someone in this area. So that means that there's someone is working right now. And the security is using our product with this page and can show the current state of the. So they are using our product to be sure that there is no one in some area. Everything is.
They have the overview of the building in a single screen that they can check. Yeah.
Really cool. So like this is really the only screen that that people need to manage this building, right?
Yeah, they just check that in the night, and if there is something wrong, they will see it very fast on the screen.
Awesome.
I think that's all for that project. We don't want to go to
maybe not too much details.
Don't want to give away all your secrets. No, of course.
So something to know about our company is that most of the product we sell is not us selling directly, but we sell it to bigger companies we partner with. So there is big company in Switzerland and which are international, and they are selling our product with their name on the case, and the software is also appearing with not Weble, but with the name of the big company behind. And that's how we can sell a lot of devices, because we don't do the marketing. We are not marketing people, we are developers.
Yes, this is a
and we don't have all the infrastructure, all the legal stuff for the exportation and things like this. Yeah, we just do the development maybe.
Yeah. And those are big construction companies, right? Essentially, that sell
they are
on your behalf.
Construction company, and they are very happy with the collaboration with us.
Of course, and then the next obvious question is, of course, then the Weble Ecosystem Token. Like, how did you come up to with that? Like, how did your crypto journey start, kind of in a way?
So first, we discovered about because we are interested in IoT and building automation. And the first project we were interested in was IoT I think many of you viewers will know this project. And we discovered it about 2 years ago. And we tried to make a simple application, like to pay something on a wallet and then to turn on the light, for example, the light in the room. And but it was not possible to do it with Aereta because each time you do a payment, at least at the time, the address can only receive one payment, and then you have to do a new address to send a new payment. So at the time, it was very strange to me. So from this, we just gave up the idea to integrate cryptocurrencies for payments. And then about a year now, no, this year we discovered Avalanche. And we were very, so we did some research about the Avalanche consensus protocol. And we were very, we really liked the speed and the beauty of the consensus of Avalanche. So that's how we get interested in Avalanche in the first place. And then we decided to build on it because we see that Avalanche is very open for the developers. They have a lot of documentation, which is very good. So that's what gave us the idea to start a project with Avalanche.
I think a lot of people within Avalanche will be very happy to hear that that Avalanche is very developer friendly, because of course we want to get as many of the coolest projects over.
Yeah, in the beginning we wanted to do a subnet on Avalanche, not a token directly, but the feature is not yet ready. So because in the IoT and building automation, there is different use cases which are possible. So this is a presentation of a use case, for example. So the idea is that we are with our device. It can be Windows or the device, hardware device here. So this device is connected to the Avalanche network, and then it can receive payments, for example, to charge a car or to start a washing machine or to make a coffee, turn lights, blinds, I don't know. There is a lot of different applications that you can do with the payments. And it's good on Avalanche because the exchange is very fast and the fees are very low. So that's why we think Avalanche is a good platform for the IoT application.
Awesome. Yeah, so like anytime you send an AVAX to some address, right, it basically sends a signal, so now you have to make a coffee. Or...
So we already started to implement this, and I will do a small demo.
Okay.
And there is other application for IoT, which sometimes you just want to send some data on the blockchain and store it on the blockchain. It could be useful for specific applications. And interestingly, the NFT could also be used to do a badging system or identification system to check who is getting inside the building, who is able to access special events, things like this.
Indeed.
Yeah. So that's also another interesting application for IoT, which will be also available on the exchange, on the subnets, I believe.
And are you planning to launch a subnet as well?
That's what we wanted to do at the beginning, but since it's not ready, we don't know when it will be ready. So I can do a small demo for the. So yes, it's the interface of our hardware device. So you have the system here. It's just the system page with the CPU, memory usage, and things like this. And there is the network configuration and so on. But the interesting part for us is the gateways. So this is the page where we will connect to the different protocols. So if you need to connect to protocols, you can insert a gateway here. Then you can choose which protocol you want to add. So here it's the development device. So we already added the AVAX exchange for payments. And there is building automation protocols, IoT protocols, protocols which are for our own system. And there is also alarming, like sending emails or SMS alerts if there is an issue in the building. So here we will create the AVAX exchange wallet, for example. We'll name it AVAX demo. So it will be added at the end of the list here. So I already have one, but I can have as many as we want. There is no limit. So when I start it, it will create the wallet if you want.
That's wrong. There is a limit, but it's a memory limit of the device, the CPU and
the only limit is the memory usage, and it's the hardware limit. But in the software, you can add as many points or protocols. So now I created the wallet here. So the balance is 0, so I don't have any AVAX. And this is the first address that's which belongs to the wallet. So if I want to, I can do an example here. For example, I could route in the balance. So let's say we will put one AVAX in the balance, and we want to do an action on the building based on this. Here we could take, for example, this backnet gateway here. So it's very easy to do with our project. Is that you take for example, the balance here, and you can route, you can transfer this data on the backnet points, which could be charging a car, for example. So yes, so here we are on the backnet, and for the moment it's 0, which means in this example the car is not charging. So now I can connect to my wallet. Okay. So now I can copy the AVAX address here, and I will send from my wallet. I will send, so it could be from a phone application or with the QR code, but here I will send it from the Avalanche wallet. So I will send one AVAX on the address. And it will immediately appear here. So here we have received the AVAX on the device.
It really is instant.
Yeah, it's really fast with Avalanche. That's why it's so interesting for IoT application. And then because we did this route between the Avalanche wallet and the charging station in backnet, now there is the one here, which means this example, the car will be charging. So
incredible.
It's really with our projects to create interaction between the Avalanche wallet and any device in the building. And here it's a simple example, but it could be also, we also have a visual language if you want to do some programmation.
Yeah, this is more for me.
Yeah, for the people who don't know how to program, there is a logic gates for electricians, they like it. And there is timers, triggers, and for the people who are developers, they can also code directly in the JavaScript and do the program they want.
So we have some documentation on our website about this module.
So the advantage for the people who want to build application is that they can use our product, and they will already have all the building automation protocol available, and also the AVAX wallets for machine-to-machine communication already also ready to receive the payments. So they will not have to develop everything from scratch. And even people without, which are not developers, could do application for small projects or big projects.
It really opens up a ton of opportunities, right? Like, because so many devices nowadays are smart devices, and basically your product connects to almost or pretty much every protocol, and then it also connects to AVAX, and it can just get this, like,
yes.
I think it's incredible.
Yeah, every day there is new protocols. So when the customer asks us to develop something, we will develop it quite fast because we are very used to develop to integrate new protocols in our device. Okay, so I think that's all for the use case.
Absolutely incredible.
yeah, it's we are really excited about how the application could happen for everyone.
Nice to have your wallet and our gateway on the same screen to see how fast is the transaction between.
It's very fast.
I don't know if you can show again, maybe.
So I will send 0.2. I just have to put the address again. And confirm. I confirm. So,
oh yeah, even before it updated in your wallet,
yes,
it was in the
more faster.
So
amazing.
That's just an example, but our goal is not to develop the application, but to give the tools for everyone to do it for the projects they want to do.
Just another one of those Lego blocks that the blockchain like to talk about a lot.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know if you want to speak about the token a bit.
Yeah, would love to hear more about the token. What is it for, and what's on the roadmap for it?
Yeah. So the token. So this is the token website, and the token it's so it's our company token. So we created it also because we start this project with Avalanche and the communication between different protocols. So with this token, we will be able to do the same as we did with the X chain here. But because it's the C chain, it's less fast. So for us, it's more interesting the X chain and the subnet. So the token itself is more for our company, for our customer to have reduction of for the products we sell, so the hardware and the software. So when they will log in on the website with MetaMask, it will see if they have web tokens. They will get automatically the reduction when they buy the modules. And
for the remote services too.
Yeah, also for the VPN. I don't know if we. Yeah, we showed at the beginning the VPN. So here I have the window application, for example, where I can access all the remote sites we have. And for the moment, we sell it to big companies to manage all the buildings they have to manage. And with this, they can connect remotely, open VPN tunnels, and control everything on the remote sites. So for the moment, it's something they pay by subscription fees every month. And but for everyone use, for the small guy who wants to do home automation in his house, it's not very good to pay a monthly fee for such service. So we also want to do it on demand with AVAX or wet payments. So also enable cryptocurrency to pay for our services and access to our remote access, VPN connection, and APIs also for the energy monitoring.
Awesome. Good.
About our token, we also created because we really enjoy to use the DeFi of Avalanche, and because we discovered the DeFi recently. And yeah, it's a lot of fun for us. So we also we use Pangolin a lot and Trader Joe, and we have farms on the platforms. So we have AVAX PNG farms. We also do Husky, if you know Project Husky. We have a farm on Trader Joe, and we also farm our own token. So now we have the wet AVAX farm on Trader Joe, which is available. And we also use it for ourselves. So we hope we can start the farming soon on Pangolin. It's not yet available on Pangolin, the farming. So, and we are also searching in other decentralized exchanges to do staking instead of just farming.
Oh, yeah, awesome. And then staking for the exchanges rewards or for more WET, for more wet?
No, for exchanges rewards. I think the Olive exchange
Yeah,
they give
Olive
this
Cash.
opportunity. So we'd like to see with them or others. No, it's not.
It's not this one. No, it's avax.olive.cash.
Yes.
I know what you mean. I know which one you mean.
And for your question was about the
logo, the
logo,
animal. Where does that come from? What is anything that inspired that?
So it's our web designer. She's an artist, and she really likes the animals, and she's also a fan of the Husky project. So maybe she got inspiration from other projects. But for us, it's okay. We don't. We like it too. So I mean, it's not as serious as the rest of the project, but it's also some fun to put in the project, which is good to maybe to build the community. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's a cute mascot to rally around, right? Like everybody likes that, and it fits within the animal theme that we have on the Avalanche show.
So it's not exactly like our company website, but it's a bit more fun and crypto crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
awesome. Well, that's all the questions I had written down. I'm not sure if there's any closing remarks or comments from your side.
So we didn't speak about the remote access platform that we have, but maybe it will be too long to discuss.
you didn't show the platform?
No, you didn't show it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm happy to include
it. Actually, this is a little bit a new business for us. So some big companies are using our remote access to manage device.
So they can connect to this remote to this web platform, and then there is a tree view with all the devices they can access. And each company has
I don't know. It's a good idea
control
to
all the devices which are in the tree of the company. And they can create remote access for the sites they are managing. Like here, if I click here, it will open the remote access to the supervision computer on the site. So this is very useful for them to do the maintenance of the building without having to go on the site. So
awesome.
each of the installation are on our VPN network. So we have 7 servers for the moment, and a lot of new companies are also interested to have to be part of the VPN and have their own server for the sites they are managing. So it's also something we want to make available with crypto payments.
And this is basically what allows the managers the building facility managers to manage the endpoints, right?
Yeah, so they have access to the building remotely, and they can do programmation. If there is a problem in the building, they can fix it remotely.
And that's all from my side. So if there is nothing else further from yours, then I think it looks really cool. Like I said, so many opportunities. Just if you have basically the layer between transactions on Avalanche and whatever IoT device and what they can do.
Yeah, we spoke mainly about Avalanche, but it could be any fast cryptocurrency.
Yeah, we like to hear about Avalanche, so that's okay. I think, guys, thank you so much for your time today. I think, like I said, it looks really cool. Really, looking forward to seeing where it goes. And yeah, thanks for being here.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye.